Hey, Brianna Torres, it's your dad. I know Bobby said it would be a little morbid to have these things videotaped, but since you encouraged me to do it, I'm doing it that way, okay? Rather than write this stuff down. And to be honest with you, I'll never get a chance to write this stuff down because of the kids and things that are going on in the house. You know very well what the house is like. I am actually doing this from my car, which is the one place where I have some privacy. I'm at Harding Middle School. I just dropped off some vaccination information for Elijah. This is my first entry, and it says in the book that you gave me, I'm answering some of the questions. What's my birth date? November 12th, 1953. My full name at birth was Michael Anthony Bolognese. I was named after my father, but I'm not a junior. Dad is Michael William Bolognese. And what city was I born? Pottstown, Pennsylvania. I have no idea of my length and weight at birth. I was born in Pottstown Memorial Hospital, which is now a nursing home. So there's Pottstown Hospital still exists, but Memorial Hospital is actually gone. First words, I have no idea. How old was I when I started to walk? I have no idea. How old were your parents when you were born? My mom, we were in their 30s. There was 7.5 years distance between myself and my sister, and so she's kind of the elder statesman of the family. Very smart girl, very pretty girl. How did your parents describe you as a baby? They said I had a lot of hair. What stories have you been told about the day you were born? Nothing. What's your favorite childhood memory? That has to be receiving the Eucharist. I don't think there's anything else that kind of taps that. I remember being afraid my first Holy Communion. I also remember being afraid of confirmation, that a bishop would call on me and I wouldn't remember anything. I don't remember any of this stuff here. Popular movies that came out that year, I have no idea. I'd have to look that up. Song at the top of the Billboard charts, I have no idea. Leader of the country, the president was President Eisenhower. And Eisenhower was a general from the war, and he got into office. He was a pretty good guy, Republican guy, good guy. What was a few popular TV shows? Well, back then, one of the TV shows was, there's a lot of TV shows from the 50s. I guess one thing that comes to mind is Bishop Sheen's show. Bishop Sheen had a national show that was very popular when I was a kid, and people watched it. Everybody turned in, Jews, non-believers, everybody turned in. They loved Sheen. They loved the way he talked about God and reason for belief. What else was there on TV? There's a guy named Milton Berle whose comedy has really kind of drifted away, and he's no longer around. He passed away. Now they're asking for popular prices. You'd have to look all that up. Growing up, how would you describe yourself as I was a kid? I was a pretty lonely kid. My sister was a lot older than me, and I pretty much grew up as an only child, but not really. I had a lot of friends. It wasn't like Elijah, but I had pretty many friends and good friends. And when they weren't friends of mine, when they drifted away, that was pretty hard for me. Because I'm like St. Therese in that regard. Once I love, I always love. I had a lot of nicknames growing up, none of them complimentary. My best friend was Mickey Sparrow, who lived across the street from me. And from time to time, I'm in touch with his sister, Linda. My regular chores, I would take the garbage out once in a while. I didn't do too much. I was pretty much like, Mom did a lot of stuff, Dad did a lot of stuff. My room was a mess growing up. I tried to keep it clean as I could. Various posters came up and went down on the wall. That's what they're saying. The wall's color was white, off-white actually, and I painted it myself. I painted the room myself. Is there one thing you miss about being a kid? No, I don't miss anything. I love my life, and I'm grateful for where I'm at right now. So that's going to be it for today. That's my first entry. I went through 9 pages for you. What do you think of that? I love you, BD. Bye-bye.